Hello students, good morning. In a previous video, we are discuss about SN2 and SN1 reaction. That is the reaction mechanism of SN1, that is nucleophilic substitution unimolecular reaction, and SN2 nucleophilic substitution biomolecular reaction. Then after the next point, that is factors influencing SN1 and SN2 mechanism, or distinguish between SN1 and SN2 mechanism. The factors influencing means contains some points. The SN1 reaction contains some points, SN2 reaction also contains some points. If there is a question in a exam, that is the distinguish between SN1 and SN2, that you can write this point, that is influencing SN1 and SN2 mechanism, the factors influencing SN1 and SN2 mechanism. See here, in SN1 reaction, SN1 reaction is unimolecular. We are already discussed about it. Unimolecular means the rate of reaction depends only on the concentration of only one species, only one reacting species. Then it is known as unimolecular or first order reaction. SN2 reaction is biomolecular, that means the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of both reacting species, that is biomolecular or second order reaction. The second point, that is SN1 mechanism is most favored in tertiary halides. SN1 reaction is most favored in tertiary halides, that is the reactivity order of SN1 reaction is tertiary greater than secondary, and secondary greater than primary. That means tertiary halides are most favorable for the SN1 reaction. And SN2 reaction, that is the completely opposite of SN1 reaction. SN2 mechanism is most favored in primary halides, that is the reactivity of or order of reactivity of SN2 reaction, that is the primary alkyl halides is greater than secondary, and secondary alkyl halides are reacted greater than tertiary. That means it is the primary alkyl halides are most favored for SN2 reaction. Primary alkyl halides favor to SN2 reaction, and tertiary alkyl halides favor to SN1 reaction. A weak nucleophile favors SN1 mechanism. The SN1 reaction is already we discuss about it, that is in that reaction there is two-step reaction. In a first step there is the breaking of bond between an halogen and a carbon and get a carbonium ion. There is a formation of carbonium ion in a first step. That means the nucleophile does not attack or does not react fast with the tertiary halides. A more powerful nucleophile favors SN2 mechanism. It is single step reaction, and the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of nucleophile also. In SN1 reaction, the rate of reaction does not depend upon the concentration of nucleophile. So a weak nucleophile is favor for the SN1 reaction. If the concentration depends upon the nucleophile, then there must be more powerful nucleophile is favor for SN2 mechanism. Polar solvent favors SN1 mechanism. In SN1 reaction, there is the breaking bond between carbon and halogen, then the formation of carbocation, that is the polarity, positive charged carbon atom is formed in that solution, and that solution is favored for the SN1 reaction. The polarity is formed in first step, and then after the nucleophile which is weak one is attack on that carbon or link with that carbon, we get a full reaction or a product. The low polar solvent favor SN2 mechanism. If the polarity is greater in that solution, the nucleophile also a powerful, then the reaction does not take place very well. That means the low polarity is favorable for SN2 mechanism. There is no powerful, there is a polarity must be low. If the polarity is greater, the product will be less, or it is difficult to react. Then after, it is two-step reaction. The last point is it is a two-step reaction and it is a one-step reaction. Then after, it is two transition states and it have only one transition state. The another one point you must be right. You must write only 4 points for 2 marks. That is the influence factors influencing in SN1 and SN2 reactions. That means the factors contains in SN1 and SN2 reactions, or distinguish between SN1 and SN2 reaction mechanism. Then after, we are discuss about the reactions. The prepared alkyl halides how react with another reagent. That is the elimination reaction. Eliminate means remove. Elimination reaction, that is dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation, that means removal of hydrogen, dehydro, and halogenation, that is halogen, is known as dehydration. Dehydrohalogenation, removal of hydrogen with halogen, is known as dehydrohalogenation, or it is also known as beta elimination. Beta elimination, because the beta hydrogen is eliminated in that reaction, so it is known as beta elimination also. See here, there is one example, that is when one bromo on heating with alcoholic KOH gives but1ene, that is, see here, that is 1-bromobutane. The bromine attached to primary carbon atom or alpha carbon atom, and the adjacent is beta. In that reaction, the removal of that bromine atom or halogen atom with adjacent beta hydrogen atom and a bromine atom and the same hydrogen atom which attached to same carbon atom does not remove, because but the halogen atom and the adjacent hydrogen atom, that is the beta hydrogen atoms, are eliminated and gives the carbon double bond. When the bond between that bromine and carbon is broken down, then there is one electron with that bromine and another one electron with that carbon atom. That means the carbon atom remains one electron. Same, by breaking off the bond between that hydrogen and carbon, then the one electron remains on that carbon atom, that is beta carbon atom. The beta carbon atom remains one electron, and same, the alpha carbon atom remains one electron. These two electron forms a double bond or a pi bond. We get a carbon double bond. That bromine atom combined with that potassium, we get potassium bromide, and the hydrogen combined with that hydroxyl ion of KOH, we get H2O. In that reaction, there is the elimination of a halogen atom and a beta hydrogen. If example in which the beta hydrogen atoms, there is two beta hydrogen atoms on the same distance, then what happens? See here, the another example, when 2-bromobutane on heating with alcoholic KOH gives mixture of but1ene and but2ene, That means, see here the example, that is 2-bromobutane, in which the bromine atom is attached to the second carbon atom or second number carbon atom. There is 2 beta hydrogen atoms, that is the adjacent 2 hydrogen atoms. We get the mixture of products. When that 2-bromobutane reacts with alcoholic KOH, we get mixture of products, that is 1 butene but 1 ene. In that example, there is the elimination of that beta hydrogen atom with halogen atom, then the formation of double bond between these two carbon atoms, and we get but 1 ene. Same, the next product, that is but 2 ene. When that product is formed, there is the elimination of that beta hydrogen atom with the bromine, and we get a double bond between these two carbon atoms, so we get but 2 ene. And the potassium combined with that bromine, and the removed hydrogen combined with that hydroxyl ion, we get KBr with H2O. It is a elimination reaction. There is two examples. In first example, there is only one beta hydrogen atom. In the second, there is the two beta hydrogen atoms contains. Then we get a mixture of product, that is but 1 ene and but 2 ene. Then after, the next reaction will be in a next video. Thanks.